Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Weiping Show. Now, I'm living in Maryland, Harford Community College. Today we have a special guest, Dr. Phillips, the president of Harford Community College. We will talk about some higher education in the United States and other issues, just like the students, international students start abroad. Yeah. Welcome, Dr. Phillips.
Well,
nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good day.
Yeah, Harford Community College is a very beautiful campus, I just see.
It is absolutely, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful campuses
Oh,
in Maryland.
really?
Yes,
Oh, good.
and just a magnificently beautiful campus in general. We love it.
Yeah, good. So I checked the record. How in the United States have near 1,200 community colleges in this country, right?
Correct.
So maybe some people didn't know the community college. What's different with community college with the 4-year public universities?
Correct.
Yeah, can you tell us
Talk a
some
little bit
difference?
about the history.
Yeah.
So the community college movement
Yeah.
actually started in the United States as a movement in the later part of the 60s.
Oh.
But the very first community college was called a junior college.
Oh.
And it was founded in Illinois, Joliet Junior College in Illinois. And it was an offshoot of the University of Chicago. It was the first 2 years of preparatory institution to get into the University of Chicago. And then in 1957, President Truman launched a national commission to study economic development in the United States.
Oh.
And that commission came back and recommended the creation of, for the first time the word was used, community colleges. So that was in, it was called the Truman Commission. And then around the country, community colleges started being established.
Oh.
And quite frankly, the latest community college that I'm aware of just opened last year in California. California has 113 community colleges.
Whoa, 113.
113.
Wow.
And last year, maybe a year and a half ago, they opened their 113th community college. Here in Maryland,
Yeah.
we have 16
Wow, 16.
community colleges. We are autonomous. We are not a system. There are 16 independent community colleges in the state. Harford is one of the colleges that opened early on in the community college movement, and we opened our doors in 1957.
Oh, 1957.
Yes.
Over 60 years.
Over 60 years. We celebrated our 60th anniversary last year, 2017, and going strong.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So usually community college have a 2-year term, right?
Correct. For the most part.
Yeah.
And some states, community colleges also have 4-year degree programs.
Oh, really?
Yes. There are about 22, 23 states in the United States where community colleges, some community colleges offer limited access to 4-year degrees in specialized areas. Florida is such a state where you can get a bachelor's degree at a community college in Florida.
Oh. We know in our HCC, we have the good relationship with the Towson University, right? We still have the 2+2 program, right?
Correct.
So people, can you introduce us?
Absolutely. Towson University has a campus, a satellite campus on our campus, right across the street.
Oh, yeah.
It's Towson's building, it's our land, and we have and basically what they do is they offer the last 2 years of a degree. So there are 8 degree programs that you can start right here, and then you just go across the street and finish the last 2 years. So you can get the whole undergraduate experience here in Harford County for those 8, in those 9 different degree areas. And we're building on new programs. We also have partnerships with other universities here on our campus that offer bachelor's degree programs. So you can go from an associate's degree to a bachelor's degree right here in Harford County. We also have something that you might not know about, our dual enrollment programs with the high schools in Harford County. So students that are in high school here, including the private Catholic high school, we have a private Catholic high school that we have a partnership with. You can go to high school and get college credit while you're in high school. That's called dual enrollment, and that's available for citizens of Harford County as well, students in Harford County.
Wow, it's good news for these high school students, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's very good.
And in fact, the private high school down the street, I don't know if you're familiar with them, John Carroll, they actually have a pretty significant population of students from China.
Oh, really?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, good. So I checked another record, just like a lot of students come from different countries,
Yes.
learn in United States, the higher education in United States is very good. I think it's a big market, education market, right?
Absolutely.
And I think maybe 300,000 Chinese students study in United States.
Absolutely.
It's a big market.
And it is growing, as
Yeah,
a
it is
matter of
growing,
fact,
right?
yes. And a lot of community colleges have partnerships, even with universities in China, so that there can be direct partnerships that go back and forth. And so do high schools, as I was mentioning.
Do you have the plan, maybe our Harvard Community College make some good relationship with Chinese
I
university?
would love that. I would absolutely love that, yes.
I think the education here, higher education is a big difference with China.
Is it?
Yeah.
Probably, one of the things that make the higher education system so strong in the United States is that we have many different kinds of sectors. So we have community colleges, we have technical colleges, we have bachelor's degrees institution, liberal arts institution, research universities.
Yeah.
All in all, we have over 3,500 colleges and universities in the United States. So somewhere in that 3,500, there's an institution where you can study just about anything. And I think one of the things that make Harford Community College makes our degree programs particularly strong is the general education core, where you study. You get a degree in an area that interests you. It could be engineering, it could be nursing, it could be advanced manufacturing, it can be physics, it can be business management. But the core of the degree program is general education, where you study English, history, psychology. Those are important. That's an important core component of degree programs in the United States, I believe.
Okay, thank you. We know in Harvard Community College we have two kinds of students. Some students just for degree, some students just for transfer, right?
Correct.
Usually undergraduate here and transfer to 4-year degree program.
Correct.
So how about the part? Just maybe 50% or?
Probably when students enroll at the college, about 80% of them tell us that they want to transfer to a 4-year institution. So the majority of our students do transfer to 4-year institutions. But many students want to enroll, get a degree, and enter directly into the workforce and work for a little while, and then they go on. A little bit later on, they decide they want to go on for a 4-year degree. And then some students, quite frankly, enroll and say, look, I just want to enter into the workforce right away. And they get a certificate that prepares them to enter right in the workforce immediately. So we try to serve any of those needs. We try to meet the students. One of the important things about community colleges is we meet the student wherever they are in their educational journey, wherever they are with their goals and their dreams. We meet you there and then try to help you get to where you want to go.
Everybody has the opportunity, right?
Correct.
Just never give up, just improve themselves.
Correct. Your opportunity, any opportunity, wherever you want to take your career or your life, there is a path for you here at this college and other community colleges as well.
Okay, thank you. So now, how many students in Harvard Community College?
We, on the credit side of the house, we have just around 8,500 students, and then we have another 10,000 non-credit students.
Oh, 10,000.
So somewhere around 18,000 students a year. And then, because of the other kinds of things that we do, because we have an arena, we have sports programs, we have athletic events.
Different.
We have about 78,000 people a year
Whoa.
that come to our campus for one reason or another.
I think our HCC did a great job for serving our community.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people come here and learn something and work for the society, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that is a distinction of community colleges. Our mission is to serve the needs of our community, this region right here in Harford County.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So our Harford County, the economy is strong,
Yes.
but in real life, there's no question. I know so many people's life are impacted by some issues just like unemployment,
Absolutely.
violence,
Absolutely.
some problem with drugs.
Yes.
So sometimes people want to fix this problem. I think maybe education or the institutions like HCC, what shall we do can help these people change their life?
So in my opinion, and of course I'm an educator, I'm a college president, once you attend to very basic needs, the need for shelter, the need for food, the need for health care, those are basic needs, those are basic human needs that we all need to have attended to. Once those needs are taken care of, the thing that will help you change your life and put you on a different trajectory is an education. And it really is the only thing that will help you change your life. And it's generational. Once you get an education, you pass that on to your children and your children's children. So it's not just your individual life that is impacted, and the society.
Whole family.
Whole family for generations. For generations. But so is the society, because our society, we need, in order to create a resilient community, a resilient republic and democracy, we need an educated citizenry. So education is good for the individual. It's good for the society, and it is good for your family for generations.
So if the people join the university, just like Harford Community College, get more education, graduate, they easy find a job, can support their family.
Absolutely.
Have a bright future.
Absolutely.
That's important.
And have the critical thinking skills to make good decisions, good life decisions. Understand the role, understand ethics and morality and the role of citizenship and good citizenship in engaging with each other, how to be in community with each other. Not to be so afraid. Once you have an education and you know that you have options in the world, it takes away some of the fear. You're not so afraid anymore. The world isn't such a scary place because you know that you have options. So education, for me, from my perspective, is the magic that changes lives.
Yeah, good idea. So hope people challenge themselves, get a more higher education. So I think now we can find some advantage of the community college because the cost is cheaper, right? It's very important thing.
Very affordable. That is one of the components of being a community college. I'm just gonna check some numbers. So the first 2 years, an associate's degree at Harford Community College costs about $7,600 a year right now. The first 2 years of the University of Maryland, $21,500.
4 times.
And if you live on campus, the cost is higher.
Okay.
So very reasonable. You come here for the first 2 years, you pay $7,600, and then you transfer to a 4-year institution. Right?
Even for the people just want got a bachelor degree, 2 years first in community college,
Correct.
2 years in 4 years, maybe save a lot of money, right?
But the 2-year degree at the community college also prepares you to be more successful once you get to the 4-year institution. Because you learn how to become a college student here. You become comfortable in a college environment. You can learn what it is that you care about. So let's say you're in the nursing program, and you might be in the nursing program for a semester and realize, I'd rather not be I think I really want to be an engineer, right? That's possible. Or I want to be an entrepreneur. Or I want to be a psychology professor. That's something that you might decide. Well, you have that opportunity to explore that at a community college, and then when you transfer to your four-year institution, you can just keep going because you've done all the exploration at the community college. It costs less. We have absolutely fabulous faculty members here. They are on par. They have the same qualifications as faculty members at four-year institutions. Our students have the opportunity. They're in small classes. They get to know the professors. They get to know their classmates. It is a community here. You establish confidence. You build confidence in yourself. And then you're ready to go. When it's time for you to go onto that four-year institution, you are ready to go.
So how many degree programs in our HCC?
We have just over a little over 80 degree programs.
Oh, 80.
Yes,
good.
Programs and certificates. So you can study. There's a broad range of degree programs and certificate programs that you can
I know
study.
some nursing, cybersecurity is very popular here.
Absolutely. Business management is another one of our very popular programs. We have a very vibrant art program, which includes not only performing arts, but ceramics and painting, very strong programs. Music programs, very good program here. Psychology, behavioral and social sciences. We have just the whole gamut, really, of degree programs here.
Very good, very good. I think Harford Community College is a good choice for the students.
I think so as well. In fact, yesterday I was meeting with new students at new student orientation, and the first thing that I said to them was, congratulations, you've made a good decision. Coming to this institution was a very good decision that you've made, so reward yourself for that.
So most new students come from Harford County or Maryland or United, or some come from international.
Yes, all of the above. Because we're a community college, the preponderance, the majority of our students come from Harford County. But because we also border Pennsylvania and Delaware, we get lots of students from Pennsylvania and Delaware because we're actually a closer community. We're closer to where they live. And we have international students from all over the world, as a matter of fact. A good percentage of students that are international students. We have a lot of student athletes that are international students, as a matter of fact.
So the tuition from different parts of students have some in county and in state and out of state, it's a different level, right?
Correct. That's some of that is dictated to us by the state of Maryland, because community colleges are supported by state and county dollars. Our legislature, we have a structure where we have in-county tuition, out-of-county tuition, and then out-of-state tuition. Not so different than the University of Maryland or any public institution has in-state tuition and out-of-state tuition. They have the same thing, it's just that we have another layer of in-county and out-of-county.
Because we got some fund from the Harford County, right?
Correct, exactly right. Harford County pays 34% of our operating budget comes from Harford County. From Harford County. So that's why we have out-of-county, out-of-state tuition. In-county, out-of-county, out-of-state.
I got it. So some, if the students come from China or another Asian country or another country, the students pay the tuition the same with the out of state, right?
Correct. Until they establish residency in the United States, and then that changes.
Just have a residency.
Once you establish residency in the United States, then the rate changes.
If the people just maybe some our YouTube channel subscriber live in China just want to start a course in Harford Community College, he just send his application first and got the signed I-24, got the F1 visas.
Yes, you do need student visas in order to study here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the tuition rate is the same with the out of state, or
it's the same as out of state.
Okay, it's good.
It's the same as out of state.
So this is a good choice for the outside students.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because even out-of-state tuition is still very reasonable.
Oh, yeah, I know. I checked the website. It's very reasonable price. Save a lot of money.
Yes. And so it's reasonably priced, but the quality of the education.
Yeah, high quality. Yeah,
Very,
really important.
very, yes.
So people, you learn 2 years here, you can find a job in the market, right? You still want a bachelor degree, 2 more years in Towson University or another university is easier. Yeah.
Or many institutions accept associate's degrees from community colleges
yeah.
all across the country.
Oh, it's good. It's
Yes,
good
very
news.
good.
I think I strongly recommend people just join the university just like Harford Community College. It's a good choice. Saving time, saving money. But another thing, I think just every area have some challenge. Just like community college or just like Harford Community College. What's the big challenge for us?
For the college or for students?
For college.
One of the biggest challenges is to help people understand the real value of a community college and what students learn, what our students learn. So, for example, you are the president of our Student Government Association. We have over 30 clubs and activities that students can become involved in here. So other than the fact that we don't have residence halls, you don't live here on this campus, we are a full service institution. It is the full college experience. So probably the biggest challenge is to get people to really understand the quality and the experiences that our students have. And then of course, on a state level, it's state funding. Community colleges across the state, like I said to you earlier, there are 16 community colleges. We educate just about half of the undergraduate students in the state of Maryland, so that's over 500,000 students come to community colleges. In the state of Maryland, we are 1% of the state budget, less than 1% of the state budget. So state funding for community colleges isn't what we would like it to be. We would like more funding from the state. So I think those are the two biggest challenges. One is just to help people understand the value of a community college education, and then to help the state understand the value of a community college
Maybe
education.
in people's mind, you think, oh, maybe 4 years university is better sometimes, right?
That's what they think, but that's actually, for most students, to start at a community college and then transfer is absolutely the best path. Because you learn about being a student, you gain confidence, you save money, then you transfer. All of those.
In real life, I knew some college students just like community college. It's very excellent. I think he's still learning here, and after 2 years here, he's transferred to just like University of Maryland College Park.
Right.
It's a higher GPA.
Absolutely.
It's good. I think they will have a very good future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the things that students don't really understand as well is also, it's sometimes easier to get into your first choice institution as a junior than it is as a freshman. So you are able to raise your GPA, and to be accepted as a transfer student is sometimes easier than being accepted as a freshman. So there are lots of things that people need to know about community colleges.
So this is why I come here and talk with you. Maybe more people can know. Oh, community college is very good. Before I didn't know. I have no idea.
Well, because most community colleges are uniquely American institutions. Most countries do not have community colleges.
In China, we didn't have the community college, so we know the
We didn't know
difference.
much about that.
But I joined here 20 years ago. I joined the university in China. I think a very big difference with China. Higher education here is better than China. So this is why every year have 300,000 Chinese students come here. So another question about the international students. How do you think is the trade war between the America and China? And some Chinese students worry maybe in the future they are not welcome,
So I hope that never happens. I hope that we remember that America is a place that is open-minded, and that we value equity and inclusion and diversity. It is a basic value in all across America.
Yeah.
Certainly here at Harford Community College, it is equity and inclusion is one of two of our values that we are very passionate about, ensuring that all students, and not just students, our faculty and staff feel welcome here. So I hope that there are no long-term lasting effects on some of the things that are happening in national politics right now. I hope that we can make inroads in the future so that there's no permanent damage to the relationship. I say, the more that we understand each other as a world, the safer and the happier and the more progressive we can be as a world, as a global citizenship is very important. It's very important to us. We include globalization in the curriculum here at Harford Community College, so we want students to understand that we are part of a global social structure. Our students study abroad. We had students in Italy this summer studying abroad. We had students not too long ago in Narva, Estonia. We've got faculty that study abroad. We're working on bringing Fulbright scholars to Harford Community College. So we want that relationship to go both directions, and not just for students, but for faculty and staff as well.
Oh, good.
So you are welcome here at Harford Community College, no doubt.
Okay, thank you. I think just including the Chinese students hear this news. Our president of Harvard Community College gave us strong voice.
Very strong voice. Very strong voice.
Thank you. So thank you for your outstanding contributions in the higher education field.
Thank you.
And do you have some advice for the future students and the young people? Thank you.
My biggest advice, and someone asked me this yesterday, is to be engaged in your own education. Be curious. Let curiosity lead you and follow your curiosity. Learn things. Once you engage in your own education, there's no limit to what you can, number one, discover about yourself, the talents that you can learn that you have, the fun that you can have, the contribution, the skills that you can develop, and then you go out into the world and give that passion, that energy, those skills back to the world. That creates, in my opinion, a happy life, where you're always enjoying even just the smallest things, like an interview, or the fact that we're in this beautiful campus in this lovely room. Keep being curious and let that curiosity drive everything that you do. Be engaged in your own education because it belongs to you. And no one can do it for you. So that's my best advice.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I think it's important. And I just want to say one more word. In United States, the higher education, just like community college, is welcome to different ages students.
Oh yeah.
A big difference. In China, maybe people just over 30 years, it's hard to go to the university or college.
No,
Here, different age.
Absolutely.
Welcome, right?
Absolutely. The very first college class that I ever taught, my youngest student was 18 and my oldest student in that class was 68 years old.
68?
Yes.
Wow.
Same class, 18 to 68 years old in one class.
Oh, good. So if people just want to improve yourself, challenge yourself, more welcome. Never late to join.
Never too late.
College.
Some people say, oh, I'm going to be 50 years old next year. I can't go to college. My response to that is, well, you can be 50 years old next year with or without a college degree.
Wow.
So you're still going to be 50. You can be 50 with a college degree as well.
Yes.
So never too late. Let curiosity motivate you.
Okay.
Let curiosity drive you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
for being here today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.